Hey guys, welcome back to Rustic Waters. Look at this, I just discovered something silly. You can actually place down turrets and it makes a sound. Great. I just kind of noticed that when I killed a squid that there was like a model for these guys. I'm like, ooh, I wonder if you can break them down too or place them down. So last episode we did a little bit with the Ember board, tried out some different ways of producing rotational energy, and I've been working tiny bit more on the base. It's still in progress. And by the way, if you feel like the game looks a bit different than the last episodes, you wouldn't be wrong. There's two changes I've done currently. I'm actually using the 114 textures, so the wood, for example, looks a bit different. Stone will look a bit different, like the anvil and so on. I really love the new 114 textures, and I'm getting used to them now, so that I kind of like want to use them everywhere. I think they're really pretty. The other thing is that it might look a bit brighter. That's because I'm using the built-in shader with Optifine, the internal and turned off old lighting. It gives it that really, I don't know, there's something about this look that I really like. It makes everything kind of pop a bit more. And yeah, it's just something I really like, so that's probably gonna stay. But other than that, it should be the same. I've been working on the base a bit more. I'm trying out this enlightened clear glass. The good thing about this is that it's, emits light. So over here, for example, I took down the trees and everything, but originally I had these lamps here. If I cover these up, that should cover it, I think. Actually, I don't know if this almost looks like nothing changed. No, but it should be covered up. If you turn on F7, we can see where things spawn. Currently, it's like over in the glass. That doesn't matter. If I block this, still seems to be bright enough. So having the glass here and here seems to be enough. I guess we can confirm this. See if I place this, more X's show up, and then eventually we have one here. Seems to be enough to light up, hi Gary Fish, the entire room. So I don't actually need these guys. The only thing that's still here is because I was using this, I made this swapping wand, which is pretty easy to make. Just, gold and some blaze rods. And you can like swap out blocks, because if I mine these, I actually only get these prismarine shards. And then it's a bit more expensive to make them. So I've been going around and swapping out these lamps and villages and these like little penguin ice areas with a different block to get in. However, this thing requires XP, so I ran out of XP, so I can't currently remove them. I'll have to do that later. And then in the middle, I'm still deciding if I want to have it 3x3 so we can kind of look down a bit more. I think it's kind of cool. Before this was all wood, but maybe it's kind of cool to be able to see down, so we can actually see into the ocean a bit more. I think that would be nice, and I ran out of stuff here too. But yeah, so I think we're gonna go with that. And I moved some of the machines over here now. I put them on little scaffolding and put slabs on top so nothing can spawn. This guy is still producing creosote oil for us. So this is gonna be the tech room. I plan on building some sort of scaffolding in the middle that lets us go upwards, and then have like scaffolding maybe go around the edge or something, so we can access it. And I'm slowly tearing this down because I don't want the floor. It looks really like, I feel claustrophobic in here because the ceiling is so low. And I want to get rid of it again, have it open like this, and just decorate this a bit. I have my armor stands over here, just put down a little bit of grass. I think it looks kind of neat. And yeah, and then down here still the same. I did get rid of the extra soul sand, so there's only one block in the middle now. And I set up a thing here that will catch fish sometimes. As well as, I finally made a storage controller. In fact, I made 3 of these. They're not very expensive, but it's just like tedious to make. And this way everything works, right? Everything gets pulled in there now. It's currently going through Hopper, so it's very slow, obviously. There's still stuff in these? Yeah, so much stuff, but it's good. It's good to have it. So that's still doing it. And yeah, everything is just getting a bit more cleaner. I really like it. I'm still not sure where I'll put my viaducts. I guess the middle won't really work if I have that guy there. But I do want to have viaducts going in somewhere so we can travel the world. But I think today we're just going to go a little bit through some quest mods. Some quests, I mean. We want to get the, eventually a pump from Immersive Engineering and some ender tanks so we can teleport lava to our board downstairs. And the issue currently is, oh yeah, I set up the blaze farm here, by the way, so we're getting blaze rods galore. It's very nice. And actually, speaking of which, I made a second lasso, didn't I? Yeah, I'll take this with me, because one of the issues is for making the tanks, the ender tanks, we need ender pearls, right? And I saw one Enderman in the nether, because I can spawn in the nether, but I didn't think about killing him then. But actually, it's better if you go grab one too, like with the lasso. So I might spend some time later today going... Oh, another fish died and got pulled in there. Go to the nether and try to get some of these guys. And then swap them out in that mob spawn over there so we can get ender pearls. But yeah, because we can't really make this yet. So I think I'll do this next time. What I want to do is just kind of go through some other quests. This one intrigues me, and I would really like to get the crops growing, because I feel like that might be, you know, good in the long run to start this early, etc. So one thing I want to do here first, we can actually make this upgrade. I mean, the quest books thinks we are already done that, which is not true, but because it looks like, no, that's just hardened. But the picture here is a different one, so it's kind of weird. Yeah, there must be some weird ID conflict where it thinks that is the same as this or something. So we could just claim that if we wanted to, but you know, it's just Inva with this blank scanner, which is green, color, and paper. So it's not the end of the world, right? Do we have sugar canes in here? Still call them reed, I guess. And then some sort of green color. Oh, we have enough. I think that's enough, right? Was it enough? That's not how you do it. Or was it 5? Going by memory. Oh, it is like this. Perfect. Perfect. I didn't even plan this. Now we just grab 2 Inva. And that is made in... What thing do we need? The engineer. And let's look up the use for it. And there's one, right? So now we can upgrade this guy. I'm kind of worried to upgrade it with items inside. I have a feeling it's fine. And I'm actually going to test this. Let's take one of those. And we can just combine this, right? No, it has to be in this one too. Oh, which one is it? Oh, it's a Tailor. Okay. I guess that actually makes more sense. Tailor one, hardened. Okay, so if we open it, it's gone. Unless I didn't actually put it in there. Did I put it in there? I think I did, but good thing I didn't do that with items inside. But hey, now we have a bit more room in here where we can store even more. Now, someone actually mentioned, sorry, I forgot who, I should have looked up the name, is the fact that we can do, was it crates, right? The crates from Immersive Engineering is just 8 treated wood, and you can store things inside, right? And they're pretty much like shulker boxes. They keep their contents. You can bring them with you at any time, and yeah, really good storage. And I think what we should do, what would be smart, this is my way of making creosote over here, is just make some, and then we'll take these with me. If I ever need to, like, you know, store something on the way, we have some storage there. So the backpack is nice because we can open it from our inventory, but obviously it's not the biggest backpack in the world, is it? But that's the quest. Oh, we get one ender tank. Oh, if only we get a second one. We didn't get one before, right? No, that was an ender chest. Okay, at least we have one, so that's kind of nice, right? They're kind of useless if you only have one, but it's something. I'm not going to complain. And let me also put away this and maybe the controller. So that is done. Just kind of like to go through a little bit. And also back here, there were 2 things we could maybe make. There is Dynamite, which is really just a turbo tube and gunpowder. So I wouldn't mind doing this. I got a couple more. Something I should do is go out there and grab some. Although if you have this mob farm, it's not the fastest in the world, but we could just make a bunch of lassos, go out there, grab a bunch of creatures, and farm whatever we need, right? Oh, it needs another tool. Okay, Dynamite. Awesome. We need to make 8. Shoot. I don't have enough for 8. Okay, actually I didn't see that. And speaking of which, do we get gunpowder from these guys too? Or did we get that from the... Maybe we got that from the nitro creepers in the nether. Okay, I guess we'll do that one later. But the other one here should be easy. That's just, we get 5 gil. That's blue corals. Ah, man. We have like everything prepared. And a book. Yeah, because I grabbed some bookshelves from some of the villagers. And boom, we get 5 gil. That is something at least. You know, just kind of like clean up a few things. It's nice. Where's my wallet? We don't have a ton of money. And yes, I know we have to build a mob farm so we can farm these guys. We'll do that still, probably soonish. But yeah, I haven't gotten around to do that yet. Now, for this one, we have to make a slave, which... This is one of these recipes where I'm like, do I want to do this right now? We do have a wiring kit. I think we should have more hoppers. Or did I use, no, I think I used them all up. We have an upper. You can turn this back into a hopper. I mean, these are not the most complicated ones to make. I think I'm going to do this one later. I'm curious about this guy. This is the auto crafter, right? So we need a light engineer blocks, which is easy. And then these 4 platinum plates. So we got a bit of platinum last time. Our red is actually down here currently. They're all down here. So I guess I need to let you do this one by one. Let's actually just grab the chest from upstairs, because it's going to take too long otherwise. If I stand there and do this. Temporarily, you're going to go here. Excuse me. There you go. Thank you. Good job. Okay, he will do that. And then we need, let's go crafter, I guess? This guy, right? Yeah. Favorite it up here. Okay, so we need 3 constant tin and 6 tin plates, which we should have. Again, probably something I should bulk craft, but for now, we only have 2 constant tin. Okay, that is copper and nickel. There's copper. We probably have a bunch of nickel up here. I don't have my slew set up because we have so many resources that it doesn't really matter currently. So let this guy do the thing, and we need fuel as well. Something else I would really love to do is go to that dungeon we found and just explore this. And we also need to grab these spawners later so we can, you know, set up a little bit of a mob farm somewhere. I think someone else said too, if we just dig up a dark room below us, that might be good enough. That might be good enough to have like mobs naturally spawn. Obviously that doesn't give us XP. XP is something that I'm still a bit struggling with because it's required for certain things, but yeah. Usually I just go to the nether and do some stuff there, and we also needed solder, I believe. So that's in this guy. Obviously these guys are gonna get moved as well. They're not gonna stay up there like this. Okay, so there is that. And then we just need wiring kits. We still have 2. Perfect. 2 crafting benches, and that's it. Awesome. Do we have some? We have 1. And come on, clear. This thing is not the most reliable one, to be honest. And then we craft you in the engineer's one. Okay. Oh yeah, we need the plate still. Good job, little chef. You're very useful. Very useful. And there we go. Cool. Tin-ta-din. Any sounds? No. There we go. We get another hammer, some plates. Ooh, and a hopping bonsai pot. Nice. That is actually pretty cool. I did move our bonsai pots over here, in case you haven't seen yet. On top of some drawers, so they'll just input stuff, and if it's full, like the wood, for example, it just discards it. It just wastes it. But the other stuff still seems to get pushed into it, so it's kind of cool. It works pretty well. And we can upgrade these, of course, if we wanted to, but no need, I guess. So how do you work? Crafting ingredient, input, output, I'm guessing, right? So as an example, let's just do wood. Simplest example, I guess. And, oh, you need power though, huh? Ooh, it's like transparent. That's kind of cool. I don't know if that's because I have Optifine or if that's always like this. Okay, so you actually need... Well, do you need power though? Or do you... Let me see, does it say something about this? It doesn't say. Always on. Do you need 2 items? No. Well, I guess it doesn't actually know... How does it know what it makes? I guess it doesn't care, does it? Yeah, so you can only put like 1 item here. Do you need a redstone signal? I made these cool Caminite levers. You do not. Okay. Maybe it does need power, because the reason why I think it might not is because the mechanical users we have, I think the downstairs, show that they require power, but they don't. Okay, maybe... What if we do this? Always on. I don't know. I don't know how these work, so it might be power. Let me know if you guys know if it just needs power or if it's something else I'm doing wrong. But hey, we got it, so that's done, I guess. So what is the next one here? Oh, we have translocators in this. Nice. I didn't even know that. Oh, ender pearls though. Shoot. Darn you. I love these guys. These are really cool for really like short range transport, but we need ender pearls. We don't even have one, right? No, we have an Eye of Ender. And I don't know, is there any other way of getting them currently? A loot bag would be nice. It's only really low chance though. If you could get obviously a chorus fruit or something, that'd be even better, but that's probably not gonna happen anytime soon. I don't know if the end is like really dangerous or if you could just go there. Ender pearl dust. Nah, we have to go get an enderman. Just have to get an enderman. So I might go to the nether again and see if we can find one. Okay, maybe that's something we do. But since we got the gear stuff last time, we actually unlocked the power production, right? So we could go into power production and try this out a little bit. One check though is here. We do have these always producing. So 128 ingots. I think we're just gonna do this. We have, look at this, over a stack of blocks of steel. So I'm not too concerned about about the you know, that amount. This will only give us what? Oh my god, this is so buggy. Come on now. That's only 36, right? So definitely need to produce more charcoal, which I'm doing, but the problem is once that thing is full, it you know, it kind of like stops doing it. Where's my tank? Oops, come on now. I think I have another tank. I made actually another tank of those like big ones we have. There we go. Because they hold 20 buckets, right? Yeah. And they are really not that expensive, it's just lumium. Which I have a bit of now, so it's not too bad. Let's do that, because I use this to make creosote stuff too. And then here we have... We might have a stack now, but, you know, obviously it's not enough yet for that quest. But we can at least finish this quest, so... Boink. 100 gil. Might as well. Bragging rights. I guess. Where's my wallet? There we go. A little bit of money. Ooh, okay. That was weird. Alright, so that's that. But yeah, we could do that. Let's finish off this here too, though, real quick. We can make a Shank Loader, which is really good. So that is bronze, steel rods, and signalum gears. Hey, I might actually... Ah, I have one, okay. And that's all the signalum we currently have, which is... blend. Redstone, silver, and copper. Okay. Can I turn these back into... stuff? No. Alright, I guess I'll go do that. You know, the nice thing about this grinder is that I can just put something into my keyboard to press down the space button and I don't have to do anything. I can go get a coffee or something. Alright, so I think we should have everything for the weirding gadget. There we go. Nice, and this is a cool chunk loader. It looks really cool. You have to right-click this every couple of hours, as it's saying here. On a crawler to make sure to stay around, make sure to click it to activate it. Works if it is working, if it's spinning. Maybe he changed that in the config, but usually you have to turn this, like right-click this like every, I don't know, 24 hours or 48 hours, something like this. So make sure that if people use this on the server, they don't let it run if they're not playing. It's a really cool, in my opinion, really cool chunk loader. So that's awesome. I guess we can leave it in this base. Now, if you look at the chunk by pressing F9 twice, we can see these grids here. We are, you know, kind of in between chunks. Now this, I believe, does it say that? Make sure it's activated. I don't remember if this is one chunk or if this is like a 3x3 area. So I think we should be okay. Kind of want to cover some of that over there. I'll just put it in this corner for now. That should cover the chunk over here too. And then a couple over there. If it's 3x3. If it's not, then oh well. It is what it is, I guess. Cool, so that is done. So we get 2 steel Gearboxes, very nice. We always need those. Just put it in here for now. And then this one gets me really excited. Underwater rails. It sounds so cool. If we... Man, I want to build like an underwater railway with this. So this is just aluminum rods and treated wood slabs. So aluminum rods, which we... actually, let's get rid of that one. What is it? Underwater... Oh, and there's also an advanced one, which we can't make. Okay. So it's only this one. So that is just ingots, right? Aluminum ingots. Let's go ahead and make that. And just make like a couple, I guess. We probably want a lot of these, to be honest. How much do we get? Oh, what? 2? Hold on. You either travel to and from a quarry to collect the ores or set up an automated system using hoppers and minecarts. This is enabled by using underwater rails, which will transport your utility carts or yourself to and from your hub. You only get 2? Oh, that's expensive. That's a little bit more expensive. Well, once we get this guy, it's going to be so much cheaper, I guess. So maybe not the worst. Weirdly enough, we don't... Or am I crazy? Let me see here. Yeah, we don't actually have a lot of aluminum. Weirdly enough, though, it comes from the same... Not this one, this one. If you look at where you get this from, right? So it comes from sand, which is also the iron one. Half as much, though. Gold is more rare than aluminum. We have so much gold. We barely have any aluminum. It's really weird. I don't know why. I noticed that before. Like, somehow the ratio is really strange for that one. I'm not sure if there's a bug going on or something, but yeah, it's weird. Okay, I'm just gonna make it all, because I really want these rails. I know later on we can make it cheaper, but later on we'll also get more things, so who cares? Let's make some slabs, and then that is in this guy again. Okay, so you need a special tool, and we are out of that special tool. So that's a pliers. Let's actually see what's the better quality now, is because from what I heard, things might have changed. We might just make the diamond one, since we can get diamond. Before we use silver, right? So Invar is 750. Platinum is really high. Silver is 800 still. Steel is higher. Oh, silver is still high. Interesting. I think I'm just going to use diamonds, though. Whoops. Since we have it. I mean, it's really, you know. We can go get more, so it's not a big deal. It's just gonna save us a bit more time in the long run, and oh man, that is so sad. That's all we can make? Well, no, we can make more, but... Later, maybe. Later. Oh, that always gets pulled over to that thing downstairs. Okay, and then do we have cards? Yeah, we have like a ton of cards, I remember. So, let's go check this out. I'm really... let's go get our wetsuit. I'm really curious about this one. I think my items in my inventory are okay. Hopefully we won't die. Should be okay, famous last words. Anyone around? Any sharks? The sharks are the only ones I'm really worried about. Okay, no one around. So let's go down here. I might have to set up a magma one too, so we can get down further or quicker. Let's eat some soggy golden carrots and just do a little bit of a test run here. Because it would be cool. Ah, it looks ugly. Why is it ugly? Why doesn't it render the water inside the block? That would have been way cooler. I should be able to do that, right? Because like this, for example, does it. I'm still gonna report this. Unless that's maybe the advanced one does that. I'm not sure. Anyway. So you can put them down. And you can sit inside. Yay! It's awesome. It would be cool to have this, but now I'm a little bit... Now it's not as cool because it still doesn't render the water correctly. Ha! Because we could just do normal tracks and have them inside a tube. What's that noise? Oh, a boar. Right, it's below there. You know, just have it normal one. Okay, but it's still cool. I like it. We don't need a tool for this either. Oh god, I was gonna say, speaking of our boar, let's have a look at it. There is some dark spots down here. That could have been pretty bad just now. I think we're good now, right? Yeah. Okay, how are we doing on this one? Pretty good. Ooh, 30 platinum. Very nice. Lots of this stuff. Awesome. We're getting things. I like it. Even diamonds and so on. And we still have... Oh, that's empty now. I did put more lava in there earlier, but yeah. Alright, I just made enough underwater rails. We needed 32 to finish off this quest. And we get stuff here. I think I'll get the hopper. Oh, we get all of them. Never mind. Because I was going to say we can... Is there a recipe like this? No, we can just break these down. You know, to get the items out of it. So we can have the hopper back. So we have a free hopper there. And this guy. Oops. Cool. Better than having them stored in there. But yeah, a little bit on these rails. But, you know, we might make use of them later, perhaps. Okay, so that was that. So that is done. Cool. So this is nicely here. Now, this row is going to be so interesting. We could, think, looking at the time. Oh yeah, I want to make the building gadget, but we don't have power yet. I wonder if we should go make power, or I sort of want to check out the... Let me see, is that a lot to craft? It's a little bit to craft, but I kind of want to check out the Ember ore factory. It's not too bad. It needs Ember heat lamps. I know... Yeah, we have a ton here. We got them... Did I make them? But we can also get them from dungeons and stuff. We saw them there. So we do have enough of those guys, I believe. I think I'm going to do this because this one will let us automatically produce or like process these a bit more easily. So we don't have to reset up our crazy sluice stuff down there. And, you know, might be a bit cleaner. But because we don't have a ton of time, I'll spare you all the crafting. You've seen me craft multiple times now, I think. And I'll just go ahead and, you know, make the stuff. And then we can just check out the board. So I'll be back in a bit. Okay, so I think we have everything because we already had a lot of these the parts for the machine, the off factory. So didn't actually have to make too much more other than the other parts here. So we have the going through this. I made the Embers activator because that will be required to produce embers from ember shards. We also have the emitter so we can send embers out, and a receiver so we can receive embers. Now some of these other quests are actually really simple. I wonder if we should just do these real quick because we get some good stuff out of them. So if we do, that was these, was it the splitter? No, what was that again? Oh, relay. The relay. Because then we can get some goodies out of these too. This one gives aluminum plate, so yes, please. That is nice. And then also here we got more carbonite bricks, money, and more actual bricks. So weird that both of them are called brick and bricks, I guess. Then here's a fluid tank, which is a bit more complicated. I don't think we need this currently. And I also finished accidentally, I guess, because we needed the huge ember input anyway for the machine. It gave us this one, the Ember Energy Generator. It's time to start producing your power generating equipment. To begin, you will use an Ember Energy Generator to create between 128 and 512 using embers and coolant. That's pretty cool. I didn't know there was an Ember Generator. I was going to go with IE, but we might actually go with this later. Small fluid input hatch. We don't have that one yet. And it looks like down here there's one too, getting a bucket, okay. While buckets that have high capacity can be quite handy, they don't automatically fill your equipment, which may come in handy as you utilize more high-tech stuff. And then it wants us to make tanks and such. Hey, we already have one. Can we get that one? Getting some of these quests done. I need to make a wrench or crescent hammer. Didn't we make a crescent hammer? I feel like I might have made one. Anyway, get another treasure chest. And then reservoir, which we currently don't have. Yeah, looks like we can start making some interesting tools here. We'll have to look into this next time or so, but for now, we want to focus on this one thing. So let me put this back. And this is probably going to be a tiny bit longer again, the episode. Hope you guys don't mind. I know some people like the longer ones, some don't. So let's grab our little box here. And hopefully we have everything except for embers, I guess. Let's just go grab some as well. We have so much down here. Sure, 3 stacks will be good for now. And actually we also need to grab a hopper. There we go. We might need 2 hoppers. And then, you know, we need to bring up some resources to grind. I don't know where to set this up yet. It's not too big, I suppose, if you look at this. Right? Oh, that's the energy generator. Don't need that guy. Ember mechanic. Oh, I think it's in the box still. So let's put down our little box here. There we go. So that is like this. So let's go. I still don't know how to rotate these. There must be a way to rotate them, right? Well, I'm just gonna build it myself because I can't really tell. I'm just gonna put some things in here and grab all this. Hey, it completed. It's done. It changed color, so it was actually correct. Awesome. So there's a guy. So we have the fluid input at the back and the item input at the front. For now, because if you look at the use for this, it needs water, right, to produce, similar to the sluice. So for now, I'll just give it a bucket. We'll set up a water thing here. By the way, these lamps emit quite a bit of heat, so be careful with that. And now to feed this guy embers, what we do is put down the ember activator here for now. I'll probably rearrange some of these things. I don't like placing everything against the wall, but for now that's fine. We'll take a hopper so we can feed it ember shards in here, right? Oops, that's not ember shards. And there you go. You can see it's producing embers. Very fancy looking. And actually, I forgot if it burns thing forever. We'll have to see. I think it stores a certain amount, but I don't know if it automatically stops. And then we need the Ember Emitter. I have two, which goes next to this guy, right? This will emit embers. And then the Ember Receptor goes up here on this Ember Input, right? So to connect these two now, you need to grab the hammer from, Embers. And you shift right click the receptor first and then right click the emitter. So you kind of say shift right click, go here, and then tell this guy to go there, right? By normal clicking, not a shift click. And then you give it power. And then you see whoosh, ember sparking. Ta-da! So that thing should be receiving. It has water. So if we go grab some items real quick, just to demonstrate this. Let's grab dirt, because why not? Let's see how fast this produces stuff. So we put items in here. And it's doing it. Wow, that is so much faster. That's really awesome. I don't know if this is less or something than you normally would get, because I think it's already done now. So it does use 8, right? It uses 8 for 2. Sometimes you get 3, whereas here you do 1, but there's a chance that you get it, right? So technically, if you would get these chances, you need 3 to get 1, so 6 to get 2. So it's a bit more expensive, perhaps, but you have the higher chance, or the guaranteed chance of getting stuff, right? So that's pretty cool. And then, yeah, we have to set up a water thing here. Awesome. I don't know how much I can hold. There are dials we can make to see how much they hold. So let's see, does it keep burning? Yeah. I don't know if that eventually stops, but for now I'll leave it, and I can actually turn this off, right? Do not waste it. But awesome, there it is. So yeah, what I'm gonna do somehow is rearrange this a bit. I'll bring the hoppers or the sifts back up here, I think. And then we set this up where this gets automatically fed our sand, gravel, and dirt. And then, put this somewhere in the storage as well. So I'm gonna have to rearrange this. I'll probably move this guy over here and then use this side or something. We'll see. I'll figure it out. Maybe I'll move this guy over here, actually. We'll figure it out. But yeah, I think we're gonna have to call it here for today then. Was there any quest we can finish off, or is that it? That was it, right? And then next time we can check out some of the power production and, like I said, the crops. I really want to get into the crops. And then also work our way down to get another key. Ooh, that looks weird. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys then. Bye-bye.